is Michael Edward, creator of How to Crush Your Mental Blocks in 4 Weeks, which is a course that teaches you how to identify and remove those mental blocks that's stopping you from reaching your level of success. Today I want to talk about how to increase your self-esteem. Big subject, huge impact on your life, and I'm going to teach you the best method that I know of to increase your self-esteem. All right, let's dive right in. In point number 1, self-esteem impacts you in almost everything in life. Okay, and what I'm saying here is that even normal, quote, normal self-esteem is not enough. You need high self-esteem. You really need to drive it up there in order to, as always, reach your level of success. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that this is what I'm all about, is helping you reach your high level of success. Not just getting by. Okay, we don't do that. We want to reach a high level of success, and whatever that means to you. All right? And just having normal self-esteem is not enough, much less having low self-esteem. And bottom line is, it's all about being comfortable in your skin. Now we're going to go on over a bunch more points here, and you'll see what I mean. But just hang in with me. Point number 2 is it shows up in many ways. All right, low self-esteem shows up in many ways. It can be somebody who is hiding in their shell. Right? They're very quiet. They're very timid. They won't try anything new. They're afraid to even dream, much less try and reach their level of success, all the way to somebody who has reached their level of success. They are at the pinnacle of their career, and they are so miserable, and they are so cranky. Do celebrities pop into mind here by any chance? And they're just so unsatisfied. Okay? So it pops up in many ways, in many people. And here's a tip. When you're watching this video, you may think of people that you know and kind of go, oh yeah, that reminds me of so-and-so. Yeah, that reminds me of... And then watch it again and apply it to yourself. Because that's what we're after here, is improving, how to increase your level of self-esteem, not theirs. So anyway, number 3 is that we are not born with low self-esteem. It's a learned behavior. It's something we picked up along the way. And it could be from your parents. I don't know how you were raised, but it could be. It could be in grade school. You didn't do something just right, and the teacher got exasperated and basically said you're no good, in some form or rather. It could be anywhere along the way, and it could be multiple things along the way, that you were told this and you took it to heart. You were told that and you took that also to heart, etc., etc. Okay, you see what I'm saying? It's a learned behavior. And the beauty about a learned behavior is you can unlearn it. You can change that thought. All right? You can raise your self-esteem. It's not that hard. And we'll get to that in point 5. Now, number 4 is interesting. Number 4 is your brain, your mind, does not know the difference between what's true and what's false. All right? It does not know the difference between what's true and what's false. Now, this is magical and something that you need to really understand, because it helps you know that you can change anything in your life. All right? In this case, we're talking about how to increase your level, how to increase your self-esteem. And one example, many years ago, I read a book about where they connected athletes up to measure the electronic responses in their muscles, and they were runners, and they had them remaining still, and they said, I want you to visualize running on the track. And their muscles started to spark like they were running. Okay, their muscles were actually responding. That means that what you tell your brain Your body does not know the difference. So in other words, you can lie to your brain. And yeah, I know, you're saying, what, I'm supposed to lie? Yeah, lie to your brain. Lie your head off. It's fun. Anyway, you can lie to your brain and your brain will believe it. All right? And in fact, when you think about it, a lot of the stuff that you've been told that reduce your self-esteem were lies anyway. Okay? And now, that study was pretty cool. Another study that talked about three groups of people who were shooting hoops, right? Basketball, shooting a ball in the net. And they all lined up and they all took their shots and they wrote them down, said, you know, group number A, or group A did this many, group B did that many, etc. And then they gave each of the three groups different instructions. Group A, go home, don't do a thing. Group B, want to see you here all the time, and you're going to practice with us for the next couple of weeks. All right? And Group C, I want you to go home and I want you to visualize making hoops, shooting hoops, all right? Making those baskets. Feel the ball in your hand, throw it up in the air, watch it going into the net, etc. All right? Really visualize it. So at the end of the test, they brought them all back. Group A, basically the same numbers, no big surprise there. They didn't do anything. Right? Group B, they improved. Sure they did. They practiced. They were there and they were literally throwing the ball. So no big surprise there. What was the big surprise was Group C, who were just told to visualize, improved almost as much as Group B, who practiced on the court. Phenomenal study. Phenomenal. I think that's really, really amazing because it teaches us the power of our mind and brain. Okay? Now again, you can lie to yourself in a great way and make it work out for you. Nothing wrong with that. And when I was, I don't know, in my 30s or so, I used to ice skate. We had a friend of mine was a member of the Lions Club, and Lions Club rented ice time for us every Sunday. We could go and skate. And Dennis is my buddy's name. Dennis is a great guy. He and I would skate some of the time, and he learned how to skate later on in life, and he took lessons. And I always knew how to skate. I mean, I wasn't, you know, I was no figure skater or anything like that, but I could skate forwards and I could stop and all that stuff, and just something I grew up on. But Dennis, every week, he would take me in the center of the ice and he would show me something, teach me some new technique. And then I would come back next Sunday and he would say, okay, let's try that technique again. And he said something very interesting to me. He said, what, do you practice in your sleep? And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, you just did it perfectly, and last week you couldn't do it at all. And as I was reading different books over the decades about all of this type of stuff, I came across that study about the basketball and about the runners' electronic responses, the muscles, and it came back to me what Dennis said. He said, do you practice in your sleep? Well, I did. I did practice in my mind, not necessarily my sleep, but I did practice what he told me that evening when I got back home. I would sit there and I would say, okay, this is what he wanted me to do, this is how it, this is how it felt, this is, and so on. And I did, I visualized it. And then next week when I went out, it was like I had been practicing it. So yeah, it's real. It is absolutely real. You can, you can switch what is supposedly true to a false, or make something that is not quite true absolutely true. All right? And that's really, really valuable. You want to know that. Now I'm going to take you through an exercise. Oh, hang on a second. What I'm going to do right now is just in case the background music disturbs you during this exercise, I'm just going to wave my hand and cut the music. Okay? So, yeah, I know, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? I mean, hey, Fonzie, you got nothing on me, baby. All right. Now what I want you to do is I want you to, if you've done this exercise before, I want you to do it again, but if you've never done this exercise, please do it with me right now. I want you to close your eyes and just picture holding a lemon in your hand. You just got that lemon out of the fridge. Can you feel how cool it is in your hand? Take it up to your nose and smell it. Can you smell that lemony scent? Squeeze it a little bit. Smell it. Feel the rough texture of the skin. Now I want you to open your mouth and bite the lemon. Ooh, can you feel that tartness scrunching up your face? You got a pucker on your puss, right? And what's happening to your mouth right now? It's filling up with water, isn't it? It's filling up with water. Okay, let's bring back the music. There we go. And if you did this exercise and your mouth got very heavy with saliva, as if you bit into a very, sour lemon, very tart lemon, then you're very good at visualization, but you also see what I'm saying. There is no lemon in your hand. There was no lemon in your mouth, but yet your body reacted as if there were. Okay? Very, very, very useful information to have. Now, number 5 is where we're going to start to bring it in. Number 5 is how do you increase your self-esteem? Okay, the solution is so simple, it is so basic that you're not going to believe it. In fact, you're probably going to doubt me. Don't doubt me. Go with it. I'm here to help you. Allow me to help you. Repeat after me. I am enough. I am enough. Now say it with me. 1, 2, 3. I am enough. I am enough. You are enough. Trust me, you are. Whatever you were told that made you feel like you were not enough was not true. All right? You are beautiful. You are enough. And that is right there. The secret, that is right there. I don't even like to use the word secret because, it's just another skill that you're gonna practice. Is I am enough. All right? And that is the whole thing right there. I am enough. You say that over and over and over, all right? And you work on that, and you say it with intensity, all right? You say it with meaning, all right? I am enough. I am enough. I am enough, right? Get some passion in there. Get some enthusiasm in there. Whether you're saying it in your mind, you can scream it in your mind. Whether you're saying it out loud, you can say it with passion. All right? And that will help you tremendously. I mean it. It will definitely change your life. All right? Number 6 is write it down. Okay. I want you to write it down everywhere, anywhere. Write it on your bathroom mirror. I want you to set up alerts on your devices that pop up and say, I'm enough, and say it with your phone, okay, or your device, whatever it may be. I want you to write it down anywhere that you can see it, and also set up a trigger. It could be with a little rock that you find on the street. Every time you touch that rock in your pocket, you say 10 times, I'm enough, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough, And you can set up a key trigger. I will do a video on triggers for you, by the way. It's a very, very valuable tool that you also want to learn. Anyway, set up a key trigger that every time you grab your keys, you say, I am enough. Right? Every time you lock the door, you got your keys in your hand. I am enough, I am enough, I am enough. Every time you put the key in the ignition, start the car, I am enough, I am enough. All right? Every time you touch your keys. You can do it every time you go to the bathroom. The whole time you're in the bathroom. You can do it while you're in the shower. You can do it every time you touch a doorknob. Whatever it is that works in your life, that's what you want to do. All right? But you need to have some sort of trigger or reminder to make sure, because you will forget. I mean, that's just human nature. If we don't have a reminder, we will forget until we develop it as a habit, okay? And primarily, that's what I teach here, is a lot of habits. You know, if you look at my other, I don't know, 14 videos, something like that, a bunch of videos anyway, it's all about teaching habits for you to be able to reach your level of success. Now, number 7, we're going to increase the power, the voltage of the I am enough by also increasing, you don't do this every time, but you definitely do want to practice this, by practicing a gratitude, a form of gratitude, where I want you to think about, 3, 5, 6 things that you love about yourself, right? It could be the color of your eyes, it could be how your smile lights up your face, it could be the texture of your hair, it could be how you fill out your jeans. Hey, let me tell you, I know I got a great butt because mommy told me so. And mommy wouldn't lie, right? Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny. Anyway, pretty sure I got a pretty cool butt, so I like that. Now, it can be anything, all kidding aside, it can be anything about you that you love. I love about myself that I have such a high level of client service, right? I do the absolute best that I can for my clients. And I've always had that drive in me, and that's something that I'm really proud of, right? In every job I've ever done, I've always tried to do the best that I can for my clients. So high level of client service is something that I really do love about me. So I am enough. I have a high level of client service, and just pick a few, and I am enough. I love the color of my eyes. I am enough. And what it's doing is it's helping reinforce that you are enough by telling yourself things that you do love about yourself. All right? Pretty simple, but very powerful. Bring that into play. Number 8 is, please, I am going to beg you, do this for 30 days. Try it for 30 days. Do whatever you have to do to set up reminders and stuff just for 30 days. At the end of the 30 days, you tell me what kind of changes you've experienced in your life. And I know they'll be dramatic, and I know there'll be many. All right? Many, many, many. Now, all I'm asking is that you, as often as you can, tell yourself you are enough. All right? Because we need to undo the damage that has been done in order for you to be happy, to be fulfilled in whatever it is that you're doing, in whatever level you are at right now, okay? We need to feel that level of joy, right? Love, self-love, and certainly to have a high level of self-esteem, all right? I am Michael Edward, thrilled to be here with you. I want you to go out there every day. I want you to enjoy every day, love as much as you can, and succeed.